It's the truth, man, the future, you know.
Shy Charles. And did you tell anyone here about what happened to you? No, I didn't tell anyone there because they have their own interpersonal sexual relationship, so I would have never told her anything like Shy Charles. And did you tell anyone here about what happened to you? No, I didn't tell anyone there because they have their own interpersonal sexual relationship, so I would have never told her anything
You
like
got Cardi B's hairstylist getting exposed for allegedly getting with Stefon Diggs, right? I'm like, damn. I already knew. Remember, I told you, I said, man, look, any female working for Diggs, Stefon Diggs, boy, probably don't knock down. He was knocking down allegedly the personal assistant, knocking down the female chef with a BBL, the live-in chef who probably wasn't even a chef, probably was just a bitch that knew how to cook. He was hollering at her, had her living in there. He was allegedly now knocking down Cardi B's hairstylist. You had the female chef basically saying that in court. Now, the female chef's testimony basically cost the state's attorney the case, I believe, also the video. So you can say, hey, she lied on Stefon Diggs, right? Why wouldn't she be lying about getting with him or the hairstylist getting with him, right? I'm a betting man. If I had to place some money on it, boy, I know this, right? Boy, get it in. Boy, get it in. Boy had his girl Cardi B and 3 other bitches pregnant. But boy, get it in. Boy had 4 joints wearing his jersey at the Super Bowl. Boy, get it in. So wait. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised, right? But what's crazy about this situation is after this came out, you had people calling out the hairstylist. The hairstylist has been, doing Cardi B and I believe her daughter's hair for some time now. But you actually got Cardi B defending the hairstylist. Cardi B's like, no, I know her and she ain't like that. She's cool with my mom. I think the female chef is just capping or whatever. Let me play what Cardi B had to say about this situation.
sleep now, but there's a lot of things because I'm trying to get a car, and it's like I'm waiting. Once I get this information about my car, I'm gonna go back to sleep because I can't even be on the phone like that because my eyes are so teary. Then when I be on the phone, like looking at things and scrolling, it looks a little blurry and my eyes start tearing. But I just want to say this. I just want to say this because I know that this might hit the blogs and um it seems like my fans are attacking this person, but I know it's not my fans. Well, just because, I don't know if it's my fans or not because at the end of the day, Barty Gang to me, I know I have a lot of fans, but I feel like there's a piece of Barty Gang that I just kind of know because, but then but I can't say that. It's a lot. I want to say something about Shy because I want Shy to understand something between me and Shy and the Shy, what the Shy is to me and to my, you know, Shy been doing my hair since I'll say about 2019. She always been braiding my hair, my braiding hair like in the bottom. Then she been doing Coach's hair. She's since 2020. Like um not only is like Shy, I'm very close with Shy. She's also very like close with my mom. She's actually closer to my mom because, like, I don't be here most of the time when she's doing my kids' hair. So my mom, she's always bringing Shy juice, feeding Shy, having conversations about Shy because, they both from a lot of places. They from, you know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact that the things that were said about her was so I could hear it, so me and her wouldn't stop being friends or stop being this, and that. But this is when you need to know the people that you're close with. This is when you need to use your own brain, your own discernment and shit like that. Because that girl has been destroyed ever since, and I know for a fact. It's not. I wouldn't even say she wouldn't do that to me, but I know for a fact she wouldn't do that at all. And I don't like that because she got her relationship. She wants to be engaged. She wants to be married. And I know that there's certain things that was set up there is so I could hear it. So certain shit so I could have in my head. Because at the end of the day, that person know me. And that person knows what I don't like. That person knows what I hate. That person knows what I don't like to be looked at publicly. So I know that person went up there with a mission.
That's Cardi B defending her hairstylist. She doesn't believe the hairstylist done got with Stefon Diggs. She believes the hairstylist will never do nothing like that. I thought Cardi B was supposed to be this street joint from the Bronx, right? But I guess Cardi B is green. That's probably why Offset got away with cheating on her as many times as he did. That's probably why Stefon Diggs got with her while having 3 other joints pregnant. Because she just green. She boo-boo the fool. She'll believe anything. Hey, that's on her. I know in this life you don't trust nobody around yours. You don't trust nobody around yours, man. Your hairstylist. That hairstylist ain't got no connections in real life to you as far as see you as the normal person that they are. Your hairstylist can smile in your face all day long and talk shit about you when she's around regular people. Your hairstylist can hate your damn guts. Your hairstylist could be jealous of you and want what you got. Right? Especially when you're dealing with a nigga like Stefon Diggs, right? Where, say Stefon try to, get with her real quick. That's an awkward situation to put somebody like that in, right? A lot of times them junkies, they don't be knowing what to do, but at the same time, they're like, man, I got a chance to get with Cardi B's man, or man, I don't want to, turn them down. And that's thing, I'm public enemy number 1. Woo, woo, like, Cardi's just green, just thinking like, no, there's no way this joint can do that or will do that or whatever. She's looking more at the character of the hairstylist rather than the character of Stefon Diggs. That's what she's looking at. And she's also probably looking at it like, well, I'm going to just defend the hairstylist and just say that lady's lying on the stand. That way, I wouldn't look bad. Either way, you look bad, Cardi. Either way, you look bad because what that lady said on the stand about her having a relationship with Stefon Diggs before being his chef, her basically having a sexual relationship with him, which I have said, like, man, cousin probably busting the joint down, liked her cooking, moved her in to knock it down and eat good, right? Got with Cardi B and was just like, look, this my living chef with a BBL. She just the live-in Cardi B. And Cardi B, her riding the short bus to school and all, she just green like that, right? So Cardi B's on something, man, I don't believe it, woo woo. They capping just to make me look bad. And hey, Stefon probably loving it. Hey. Ain't nothing like a nigga having a green girlfriend, who will believe anything, one of them type girlfriends who would let a nigga have a girl best friend. Yeah, that's his girl best friend. He just out with his girl best friend. They've been friends since elementary school. That's all it is. It's just a friendship. They don't do nothing. Yeah. Y'all keep believing that. Now I'm like, hey, look, if Cardi B wants to deal with that, that's on her. See, my problem is these women move like this and then got the nerve to throw men as a whole under the bus. See, this is the problem I have. This is why I speak on things like this. I have to point out the bad decision making of women, right? I have to point out the things they do, the way they move, the type of men they choose to deal with, the type of men they love to deal with, the type of men they defend, right? You got joints in real life dealing with the Stefon Diggs of the world, getting into it with other joints, fighting over him, chasing him around. They'll give the nigga cheating on them, they'll give the nigga who done ran through the whole neighborhood a baby. They'll chase that nigga around. They'll be arguing with him about why he always staying out late. They'll be arguing about why he got this bitch in his phone, why he got this joint in his phone, and why this joint saying you got her pregnant, and why you always out late, and why you always with this joint. Like, they go through it all. You don't have to be rich to be a Stefon Diggs type dealing with these joints. Any nigga from the hood can tell you that. You got hood celebrities out there. You got niggas who's known in the streets out there. You got these men where these women chase, they deal with, they get pregnant by, they give they all to. They at the county jail visiting this nigga, putting money on his books, fighting other joints over this nigga. They're doing all of this. Why simultaneously talking about, man, these men ain't shit. These men don't commit to us. Nah, those men you choose wasn't shit, or you chose wasn't shit. They didn't commit to you. Because this is what women love to do. So they can try to avoid being held accountable for the people they choose to date. It's why you'll see them on the Kendrick G show talking about how they want a God-fearing man when they got 4 kids, 5 baby daddies. And when you ask them what happened with the situation with the baby daddy, it ain't never they fault. He wasn't shit. He was abusive. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to be a husband, but he was ready to be your baby daddy. That's their logic. I ain't respect him because he ain't do what he had to do as a man. That'd be women's main talking point. I'm not going to respect him or submit to him because he ain't doing what he's supposed to do as a man. But I put his dick in my mouth. But I let him blow my back out. But I'll be his girl. But I'll lay down and sleep with him. I do all those things. But you know what? I ain't ready to, take him serious. Because he just ain't ready. He's a little boy. That's their favorite joint too. I want a man. All my baby daddies was little boys. So why ain't you out here giving little boys a baby? Think about it. Think about the logic here. They'll tell you how their baby daddy was a deadbeat. They'll tell you how this nigga ain't never had shit. They'll tell you how this nigga was the worst thing ever. They'll tell you how this nigga was a little boy, how he needed to grow up. They'll tell you how he wasn't ready to be a husband. He wasn't shit. But somehow they let him lay down with him. Not only did they let him lay down with him, they let him lay down with him raw. Not only did they let him lay down with him raw, they ain't take no plan B after. Not only did they not take no plan B after, they ain't get no abortion that they march and fight for. Not only did they not get no abortion they march and fight for, they ain't take the kid to a fire department or give the kid up for adoption. Because y'all know, when women give up on their kids, they courageous. She wasn't ready to be a mother. That's why she gave the kid up for adoption. A nigga miss a child support payment. Somehow he a deadbeat. Because only women are allowed to give up on kids they ain't financially ready to handle. Because she ain't want to make the kid life hard. But you know, men on the other hand, you know, they can't say, I ain't ready to be a dad. I ain't ready to have these kids because I'm not financially stable enough. Even though, y'all know me, I'm like, look, it's enough evidence out here, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want a baby, don't bust in a joint, right? Because if you skeet in this joint, she has 100% of the decision to make. Whether or not you don't want the kid, she can still keep it, right? And then she'll turn around and say, hey, I ain't get pregnant by myself. And then next minute say, it's my body, my choice. So I'm going to need you ladies to let me understand this. Which one is it? Is it your body, your choice? Or is it, I ain't get pregnant by myself? Because every time a lot of y'all get to speaking about these kids, y'all always talking about my baby, my son, my daughter, my kid, my kid. And then turn around and say, it took two to make this baby. Y'all be talking out the side of y'all neck. Which one is it? Which one is it? But we see this all the time, man. These joints be in denial. These joints, like, the red flags be through the roof. This is why I don't believe them when they always say he miraculously starts acting a fool after he don't put 4 babies in you. He's a bad guy now. He wasn't a bad guy when he got you pregnant the first time. He wasn't a bad guy when he got you pregnant the second time. He wasn't a bad guy when he got pregnant the third time. Somehow on this new baby, because you are now out here on a dating show with a whole 2-month-old. These bitches be having 2-month-olds trying to date. Yeah, because I got 4 kids, a 2-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 2-month-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. But you know, I'm looking for a new man. I'm looking for somebody to come and set me and my kids, because me and my kids a package deal. It's your job as a grown man to come take care of me and these kids another nigga done had who's supposedly supposed to be this deadbeat. That's them. They don't want no accountability for their decision making. This is what Cardi B is doing. She wants to say, man, look, she's lying because Cardi understands this, right? Cardi B hates when she gets called out behind Stefon Diggs or gets called out behind Offset. You know what I'm saying? She be out here looking dumb and looking stupid behind that. You know what I'm saying? She hates that. So what she's gonna do is, hey, look, I'm gonna defend the hairstylist and say it ain't true. That way I don't look bad. You know what I'm saying? And what does that tell a nigga like Stefon Diggs? Shit, he like, man. I mean, anytime you get with a nigga that got 3 bitches pregnant, you don't care about shit. I don't even know why you would be mad at anything else. If you're willing to be with a man that got 3 bitches pregnant, why can't he just keep doing him then? Come on, let's make this make sense. I'm trying to really understand these hoes' logic. I'm trying to really understand that. Man got 3 joints pregnant. You ain't got no problem being with them. But you're so concerned at your image and what it looked like. When you could have went out there and look, dealt with whoever you want to deal with, right? And Cardi B still a married woman dealing with all this. Still a married woman. These joints be something else, man. These joints be something else. They telling themselves every time. I'm here trying to debunk that whole notion that these women are just out here getting done so wrong by the majority of men, and men ain't shit, when in reality there's plenty of good brothers out there that will do right by these joints. A lot of these men are not getting a chance with these joints, right? They looking right past these guys. They look right past these guys, and then they try to go running back to these guys when they done got left with a bunch of kids. The baby daddy that they was jumping through hoops for, fighting over. This nigga done caught a murder case. This nigga done got indicted on selling dope, or this nigga done left them for the joint they really love, or this nigga's no longer around. This is why they go through the little different, motions, right? Let me tell you the different motions they go through. They go through the niggas ain't shit motion. They be on a feminist shit. Some of these hoes that become feminists be some of the biggest hoes. All of a sudden they hate men because they done got ran through by a bunch of men who ain't took them serious, right? They'll go through that motion. Then they go through the little lesbian phase. Now all of a sudden they gay now. This is why you'll see gay women with a bunch of kids with another woman or with a dyke bitch. This is why you'll see this. They be the ones raising kids in those type of relationships. Name a single father who gay and he raising his kid with some nigga. Name them. But you see this all the time with women. You'll literally see them walking through the mall. It'll be some girls with some ugly fat dyke bitch with like 4 kids walking through the mall. Then they'll go through that stage, and then the dyke bitch will always be arguing with her over men, right? Because the dyke joint knows damn well this bitch like dick. These hoes be so gay they use strap-ons. That how gay they be. That how they be, right? Still want that D. But they'll be arguing with them. They be getting mad. They stay arguing. Dyke's biggest fear is they girlfriend getting with a nigga. That be their nightmare. They be waking up out their sleep. That be their biggest fear. Because they know they got that real deal. They running around with that pretendy. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, I'm going to need you dykes to understand. Look, your girl loves D. That's why you got to have a fake one. Right? Those female strokes, them ain't grown man strokes. Your girl want that grown man stroke. Hey, just keeping it about. Then they'll have that celibate stage. Pay attention, my nigga. Them celibate joints be some of the biggest hoes. It's the reason why she's celibate now. She getting ran through so much, that shit done destroyed her whole mindset. She don't even know what to do. Right? These are the different stages these joints have while dealing with the men they choose to deal with. They make these decisions. Nobody forced these women for dealing with the Stefon Diggs types of the world. Nobody made Cardi B deal with Stefon Diggs. Nobody made Cardi B deal with Offset and keep dealing with everything that was going on. Nobody made y'all do this. So we don't want to hear y'all sad story, and we don't want to hear y'all put all men in one box because the niggas you chose wasn't shit. I'm out.